So that weird noise everybody heard at the beginning, this is a special bonus episode for everybody out there in podcast land, video podcast land. We had our house cleansed today by good friends here, John and Erica.
Hi.
Hello.
You guys might recognize them from a past episode, Salt is the Earth, that they haven't listened to yet.
John did.
Yes, I did listen to it. We're back, baby.
Yeah!
You're so cute.
We came back to do some weird shit.
Oh, God.
I don't have
but good stuff.
I don't have that button you told me to put on here.
Oh, the toilet one?
No. Voodoo! Running from a magic.
Well, you don't need that one.
I do, though. I do. So, all right, like I said, we got John and Erica. This is a special bonus episode of Happy Hour News Team because Sanchez, he can't handle this shit.
No. So I'm in his seat. I'm fat, too, so it works.
Thing is, you're going to lose that weight a lot faster than he can.
Yes,
Thank goodness.
So today we had a house cleansing. Why don't Erica? Why don't you explain what that is to the people out there in video podcast land? Because most people probably don't understand it or don't know what that is.
Well, a lot of people will use sage, and that's kind of a Native American tradition to use sage to cleanse any heavy energy out of your space.
What is this energy?
So everything has a frequency. So like all the crystals have a frequency. Your body has frequencies. Your house has its own frequency. And so if you want to change the frequency or basically cleanse out any of that heavy energy, which is a lower frequency, you can use the sage or Palo Santo, which is also known as holy wood. And you just go around your house and you cleanse all of the doors, windows. Is my mic okay?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just fine tuning.
And mirrors, because they can all be portals. So you just give it the intention that you're cleansing your space and getting rid of any heavy energy and transmuting it into love and light energy. So as we were walking around, you guys did notice that you could feel kind of a shift in the heaviness that was here. And I don't know, but I'm sure you can kind of tell that it feels more like it's finally your space. Like this is your space. So,
Not like my space with Tom, right?
No, not my space.
Okay.
Our space.
But I could feel like a lot of little kids running around. Nothing negative, really. And we just gave it the intention that anybody that comes in has to communicate in a love and light language. So whether it be physical or spiritual. Because Tinsley brings friends home. Mm-hmm. She even said that. And they've all been of great energy. So that's a good thing. So I think it's a very nice space for you guys now to welcome your new baby.
Awesome.
I'm excited for you guys.
So how long have you been doing this cleansing and, your spiritual thing?
Well, not very long, honestly.
Not very long. You usually have a partner, right? That comes with you?
Well, I've been doing them by myself even before I met Audra. She kind of showed me, and then I would go and do it. And, well, I guess not before I met her, sorry. She showed me how to do it, and then she's like, you don't need me. You can do it. Because she's right. We all have the power to transmute that energy. So that's why I showed you guys how to do it. Because if it starts to feel heavy or you guys are just feeling depressed or really crabby, then you can go around and you can have that intention to change it. So Audra couldn't make it today. She'll be on eventually when she's ready. She's dealing with some other stuff, but
That's all right.
I think it was her daughter's birthday or something.
We can still get her back on. I mean, this podcast isn't going to end anytime soon.
Right.
So there's always room for more people.
Yeah.
Enter me.
Enter John.
That's why I'm here.
I'm
I'm just filler material.
So, John, you've lived with Erica for how long now?
Oh, we've been together 7 years. I think.
7 years.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Not married on paper, but we consider ourselves together.
A binding couple.
Yeah. So.
It's, what the hell is that called? Common law?
Yeah, if you want to slap some goddamn label on it, I guess you can. Oh, whatever. But
plan
yeah.
on having a wedding in
Yeah.
our yard.
One day, right?
Yeah,
But
we'll
it's
do the
still not going to be
ceremonial
on
thing.
paper.
We're invited, right?
Yeah.
Fucking A.
Yeah, you could
It
DJ
could be
it.
your flower girl or the new baby if it's a girl.
Definitely, yeah.
So
Definitely
how,
can.
as an outsider to this whole experience, I know you're a skeptic of sorts, but how does, when you see her doing the house cleansing, and you even said you've done this stuff yourself, how
Recently,
does that
yes.
make you feel when it's done?
Embarrassed. To be quite honest, I do feel embarrassed, but I'll tell you what, it does make you feel good. And yes, I am a skeptic, but I have had some recently. I've had some moments of different perceptions, and not in a supernatural sort of way, just personal things that I make connections to, and it makes me feel good, and that's what this is all about. If you do something, makes you feel good,
Keep doing
that's your
it.
reality right there.
Yeah, just keep doing it.
Keep doing it.
And the wife here, she's sitting in old Sanchez's chair. How do you feel about it? What are your thoughts? How do you feel after this was all done compared to what happened or how you felt before?
Well, the house definitely has a light, airy feel compared to some of the heaviness that was probably here that I never paid attention to. But then when you say, okay, what do you feel? I could definitely feel the heaviness in different areas, and it even gives me goosebumps because things are changing. I feel that I really need to do this in my office because it was a x-ray room, so obviously there's a lot of trauma in there,
Yeah.
and I know it needs to be done, and that way it makes it more my massage space versus just an x-ray room. And it is
Well-
also covered in lead, I swear, because of the x-rays.
Right.
People
But like in here, it feels just lighter.
had a lot of negative energy going in there to begin with, and you doing your massage, you want them to feel relaxed
Right,
and at ease.
right.
And if they can't really feel that, then what's the point of doing it there, right?
Yeah, people do like my room because it is much more calm in there. It's not as loud as my space in the chiropractic office, but I still want to make it more of a tranquil place versus another massage room, or not massage, but another hospital room. I don't want it to look like a hospital room.
Right. Has anybody commented that they felt anything? Or have you ever felt anything that just made you feel a little uncomfortable or just like uneasy?
Not really, no.
That's
But
good.
I do know that going in there, people do like it in there, but I also have a lot of different stones in there.
That's helpful.
I have the sage. I've never lit it, but there's sage and the abalone shell along with like black tourmaline
Right.
is in there, which helps with the vibes. And so that and it's right beside the door, so that as people come in, it kind of does cleanse the room.
Yep.
But I need to cleanse everything just to get everything out.
Yep. And you can just use your singing bowl if they don't let you burn sage, because that's going to lift that frequency. That's perfectly fine because they probably have rules there, I'm sure, about burning sage.
I burn air candles, so I don't think they mind if I burn
okay.
sage.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be burning shit down now.
It's so funny when people
just
come in the
smells
store and they're like, I'm like, it's just sage. It smells like weed. It's just sage. Like the first time I saged my store, a cop came in and he was like, and I was like, oh my God. And I was like, I just burned some sage just so you know. And he's like, okay. I'm paranoid. Sorry. I need to make
Eat
out.
that
I need to
fucker.
make out with the mic apparently.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man, we have this continuous argument over the gain on her mic, and I'm telling her you gotta.
You got to,
Otherwise, you're picking up. Otherwise, if the gain's too high and all my drums come in,
yep.
it's too much.
Yeah.
It's all right. Just project your voice into it.
I'm working on it. I
There,
feel
that
like
was
I'm
perfect.
yelling.
That was perfect.
We can't yell. We have to yell.
So you said you picked up on little kids down here. Was it just down here, or was it throughout the whole house?
Throughout the whole house.
So my daughter, since we moved in, she says she has pretend friends.
Yeah. Right, Tinsley? Yep.
And you say one of them is scared, one of them kind of hides out in the closet down here. But there was nothing
All of them do. Okay. Did they come out?
malicious.
Yeah. Did they come out now, though? No.
They're still hiding. They're nice though, right?
Yeah, but they're hiding under the blankets.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I didn't feel any heavy, any negative energy with the things that she brings home. So
So with
it's good.
with Audra, how does she add to this? She's a medium psychic also?
Yeah, we don't use the word psychic. 'Cause a
Well,
lot of
I
times
don't know the
people-
other fucking
Oh,
word.
you're good. We say medium, yes.
Yeah.
Psychic, I think, is more predicting future stuff, and we don't really do that.
Okay.
So when, for example, like if we do a house clearing together, we just kind of bounce the information off of each other, and then that validates everything.
Yeah.
Without
Without even knowing what happened beforehand.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Same when we do our healing sessions. Usually you go to one person, like you go to a massage person or you go to one healer that does Reiki or core. And, sometimes the person that's on the table might not believe what you're saying.
So explain Reiki. What is Reiki?
Reiki is a type of energy healing. I don't know Reiki. I took core. So
Okay, what is core then?
core is working with specific spots in the body and aligning the energy. I just took core 1, but I've learned a lot more from Audra than from taking that class specifically. So when we do our healing, usually we will cut the cords for the person, and that means we take our selenite, which has the highest vibration of all the crystals, and we go around the body 3 times, and we say that we cut cords with everybody and anybody, sending them all love and light, and I have permission to reattach these cords at any time. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So you do things in threes.
Yep, always the power of 3.
So when you felt that bad energy in Sanchez's spot,
I'm not
I saw
saying
you-
that.
I saw you do the 3, and you said, I need to cut this cord. We're going to watch this right now. Watch her do this.
Well,
So that's what that was, is you felt kind of attached
I
or
just
that it wouldn't
felt
let you
like-
go?
like pushback almost, because I understand that not everybody believes this, and that is
No,
totally
no, that's
fine.
all right. That's all right.
But
But I'm
I-
just saying,
I could
I'm-
feel the resistance of it.
I'm
so-
explaining to the viewers and the
Right.
listeners, because right now you're on video, and we have video of the cleansing of at least just our basement here, because it got to be, I was like, it gets pretty personal when you get upstairs. So this is my happy spot down here.
Sure.
So when you asked me if I felt anything different when I went upstairs and down here, I was like, well, yeah, because this is where I relax. I got my drums, I got my podcast, I got my TV, I got my couch, I got my toilet.
Yes.
So,
Toilets are important.
but when you said I need to cut the cord, that was what you're doing, is like, I need to release from this spot and move on.
Yep. And a lot of times we will teach people how to cut cords, because you can do that any day, every day if you want.
With selenite.
Right. Yep. Because anybody you come into contact with can attach an energetic cord to you. So if you're having a really shitty day and you're a person that has,
A lot of shitty days.
maybe, yeah, you're going to be at a lower frequency. So people that have crossed over that might have not great intentions, might be draining your energy, they can attach to you easier. So it's important to be aware. So when a lot of times when people come in my store and I cut their cords, you can just feel that come off of them, and it's almost like they get taller. And a lot of times people will cry, or they'll just be like, thank you, I can finally fucking think straight, because they don't have everybody else in their space.
See, that's the weird thing, is whenever I come into your store, I'm always high-spirited, because I'm like, hey, it's Erica, or hey, let's, buy some rocks, voodoo, running from a magic.
Yes.
It's, I've never come in there down and, ready to, I don't know, release anything. And I guess I've never seen that before until you did that in his spot, because I felt like it was, kind of holding you back from moving on.
Right. Yep. I felt resistance, so I just decided to cut the cord with him because I was in his space, and so it was kind of like he was pushing me back. He didn't want that, and that's fine. I just sent that space, love and light, and that's for him.
And now Carrie.
May I interject here for a second?
Yeah.
I just want to inject some skepticism into this.
Sure.
Or not skepticism. I don't even know where I stand anymore.
Just say
But what you got to understand out there, folks, is for me, these things don't just appear. You don't see these things happen. It's an internal thing.
You feel it.
You feel it. It's what you feel. So don't go out there if you want to try this or have an open mind. It's not like you're going to see some special effects, things like in the movies. It's a very personal thing. I understand this from personal experience. But so I'm just telling people out there who might be listening to this going, oh, it's fucking bullshit, whatever. It may be, but, only until you understand it inside will you really honestly know what she's talking about.
Well, I just want to say, and I always use this. I kind of told you guys this upstairs. So if you wake up and you have the thought, today's going to suck, that's a lower frequency. Mm-hmm. So when you wake up and you're like, I'm going to have a great day, that frequency is way up here. So it really is. Everything in your world and in your reality is about your intention and your attitude. So if you want to keep it simple, just think of it in that sense.
So is that right when you wake up, or
that's just an example of how
you have time to, I don't know, think about after you wake up? It's like, well, yesterday fucking sucked. Fuck, I hope today doesn't suck. And on the way to work, I have a 25-minute drive to work. I have a whole half hour to think about how today might suck or hope it's going to be great.
Okay, so I can hear Audra. She's like, tell them about the 4 bodies. So
what are the 4 bodies?
This is important, and this would be good for you to talk to your 4 bodies on your way to work because you have 30 minutes.
25.
Okay. Well, I wrote it on my mirror so I would remember. So you have your 4 bodies, which is your soul, which is divine white light and usually perfect. You have your physical body, which if you're talking and you're like, oh, I have a sore throat, that's physical. It's pretty easy to tap into your physical body. You just say, hey, how's my physical body today? Oh, well, my fucking back hurts. Okay. So then I always like to start with the physical body because if you're like, oh, my back hurts, well, then you can say, is that something emotional?
Or did something happen?
Or is it physical? Right. Or is it physical now, but it was emotional before because I stuffed something down and now it's coming up to be released?
I'll tell you what, this shit works.
You got to know your 4 bodies.
I started doing a version of this. I don't call it the 4 bodies, but continue. I'll talk about it.
Oh, you're good. And then the last, you have your ego body, which your ego is your fight or flight. It protects you on this reality, on this plane. It is important. Sometimes your ego can take over, and then you have to put it in check and just say, hey, I am safe. I am okay. That's when we talk about stopping, taking 3 big, deep breaths, reset your vagus nerve, remind yourself that you're in a safe space. So, and then the last one is your, soul, physical, ego, emotional. No, emotional, ego. That was all of them. Right? Soul.
That's 4.
Okay.
Yep. I think so.
Okay.
I forgot what doctor told me.
So, okay, when you say when you wake up, what do you have to say about somebody like me? Well, is me. I'm not going to even say like me. I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning every fucking morning.
And that's what triggered you to have me come do your cleanse, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what did you...
This is something that had never happened at your old house.
No.
Okay.
No, this is since in the past month.
Okay.
Oh.
A month straight. Well, today I woke up at 3.
Okay.
So it's a win.
So what made you think that, hey, maybe I need my house cleansed?
Well, I looked on the Chinese voodoo calendar.
Voodoo. Okay.
Everything's voodoo with me.
I know.
Well, it is if you don't
a wide range of things.
No, you're fine.
if you don't
You're
understand it. I mean,
Yes.
that's how people think about it.
Well,
and I
I'm
was
just
like,
glad
well,
that you're open to it at this point.
why am I waking up at 2 o'clock every morning? Just wide awake. I feel like I need to get up, make coffee, get dressed, and go do something. But it's fucking dark as shit.
Yeah.
And I'm up for 4 hours before I'm actually doing something.
So you wake up and you stay up?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's... Okay, so when you, Googled it or whatever, what did you find?
It says it's something that's my liver is repairing itself.
Okay. That could be very, very possible.
But the thing is, I drink, right? Mm-hmm. It's no secret to Happy Hour News Team that I drink, but I don't drink all the time.
Right.
And when I do drink, it's not to excess.
So when
I have enough drinks to mix a can of Coke.
Sure.
So that's maybe 3. And then I'm done.
That's totally okay. So I can already tell that you don't resonate with that.
Well, I just don't think I'm doing the drinking to excess to fuck myself in the liver.
Well, your liver holds stress too. So
Yes, I have a lot of stress.
yeah, a new baby
And that
on the
I
way.
do that.
And subconsciously, if you're not dealing with stuff in this when you're awake, it's going to come out in your dreams.
Yeah.
Or it's going to wake you up. So
And ever since I quit smoking weed, my dreams have been vivid. Like
yeah, your
to
body's
the
changing,
point
for sure.
to the point of wow.
Do you like that? Do you enjoy that?
Well, to a point, but if it involves family, like Carrie or Tinsley or my mom, or that something bad is happening, no, then I don't like it.
Right. But I know that you don't always talk about things that have traumatized you and release them. So sometimes that will come out in your dreams. And now that your body is probably doing a detox from the weed and even some of the drinking, you're going to have that stuff come up. And the best thing to do
So why
is,
am I waking up every it's not like, this isn't like once a week or twice
Every
a
night.
week. It's every night.
okay.
Every morning.
This is where I think is where you need to delve into you need to get introspective as hell.
Yeah.
And really
gonna
start
say,
and
yep.
really start asking yourself some questions and be honest with yourself.
And just start yes or no questions. Say, hey, is this
Well, what are the questions though?
You'll
all the
just know
questions.
them. You'll just
They just have to be yes or no, because eventually you'll start knowing, like, hey, yeah, that is a yes. Yeah, that is a no. Because you can be like, well, am I waking up because my dad has a message for me? Yes. Okay. Is the message that I need to protect my family? Yes. Is the message that I need to stop worrying so much because my dad's watching over me? Yes.
and those are simplistic connections. A lot of times they can be complicated. At least it for me,
Yeah.
my experience.
You're peeling layers away because
Well,
you
you
wanna
have to.
release that
You're almost
trauma.
you're your own psychiatrist.
Yeah.
Well, you have
You
to.
got to call yourself out on your own bullshit sometimes, and it
Well,
can
that's
be
the thing.
embarrassing.
It's well, if it's embarrassing, then you got to break through
right,
Yeah.
yeah,
because you're
Absolutely.
actually dealing with something that you really don't want to face.
yeah.
So
Well,
you're-
that's why I was very shocked when you asked me to do this, because I understand that you're skeptical, and that's great because
well, I'm
when-
skeptical, but I'm open.
and that's good, because then when you decide, hey, maybe we'll give it a try, and if it doesn't work or you don't feel anything, that is okay.
Yeah.
But
What do I have to lose?
you're looking for some answers, and so a lot of times you just have to realize I have all the answers because I went through my life and my trauma. Now I just have to peel the layers back, and if I come up with something that is from my childhood that I don't have to have this fear anymore, I can say,
Well, I have the
I'm going to
answers,
release that.
but I just don't know the questions to ask.
that's
Just
what
start
the
with
that's
the
what
yes
the
or no
journey is, man.
questions.
Yeah.
Yep.
Figure that out.
Exactly.
Like
I just
said, if you wake up and you're like, okay, am I awake today because my dad
Well,
was visiting me?
that's
Here, yes or
another
no.
thing that wasn't the Chinese voodoo calendar.
What?
Well, it was because between 2 and 3 is what a lot of, I don't know. It's called the witching hour.
Mm-hmm.
It's when the paranormal is more active in a house or in a residence or even a place that you probably didn't know about.
Right.
And when you said that you sensed kids running around and an old person, an old lady, that kind of gave me goosebumps, but I didn't let you know. I was like, well, maybe something, maybe, I don't know. But there's a reason I'm waking up every fucking morning at 2 a.m.
Okay, well, tonight with your house being cleansed, see if it happens. You're still going to have spirits, little kids, and that lady's probably going to still stay here. She's of light, so she's fine. But you can always give it the intention, too. Hey, you guys need to let me sleep. I'm a physical being, and I need my sleep. So just see if that works, I guess. But you got to just start talking to yourself. I feel like
I do
the
that.
reason that you're not sleeping good and you're waking up is because you are kind of going through your own awakening.
I
You're
hope
starting
so.
to realize, hey, maybe I should let go of some of this trauma. Why am I angry all the time? Why am I mad and sad and blah, blah, whatever you're feeling? Be open to
And why am I
letting
bringing
that
it
go.
home with me?
Well, this is your safe space. Of course you're going to bring it home here.
Well, that's where I have to come
And
every day.
It's okay to talk to your wife about it, too.
I try. But that's, like I said, we come down here, we do the podcast, I play my drums.
Mm-hmm.
This is my happy spot. This
I get that.
little
Shantae.
spot right
I
here.
get that.
Oh, something you could do well, you're not going to be there for much longer, but when you leave and walk out that door of Ryder Welding, you just walk out that door and say, whatever bullshit I just went through here stays here.
I used to do that. I used to write my problems on my little notepad you gave me, that little steno notebook.
There you go.
I wrote everything that happened, and I left it in my toolbox. I said, these problems stay here.
There you go.
You
But-
got to set that intent of keeping
But then I
things
ran out
there.
of paper.
Oh,
But
get you another notebook.
I want you to, you got to keep that in balance. So along with those negative things you're going to leave there, take away things that you might have learned.
Right.
That's
Well-
the trick with human nature, is not to, we don't want to think about positive things. We dwell on the negative. Try to find the positive one.
Well, and then the thing is, I brought the positive home with me.
Yeah, that's
It's
good.
somebody complimented my welds. I brought it home and I shared it. I don't know, just some shit I did right. I brought it home and I shared it. But the thing is, even with the ambulance, the negatives always outweigh the positives.
Oh, sure, that's a bad one.
Yeah, that's tough.
But you have to focus on the positive
Yeah.
to get through the negatives.
So when you do any kind of ambulance call, you should cut cords immediately.
Well, sometimes I do.
You do.
Sometimes I do. I don't tell her the things, except for unless she knows a person. I'd be like, hey, shit happened.
But I mean, like, physically
But-
cut the cords with the selenite is what I
Oh,
was talking about.
I didn't have the rock.
Okay.
So I couldn't do that.
Well, and you didn't know.
I have a wand,
So.
so you can borrow it.
I have this weird fantasy when Erica cuts cords that I think she's like this, like a Xena warrior princess lady with this sword, and she goes, "Hi-ya!" She does this sweeping circle, and these cords snap, and it's like,
I do got
it's like Transformers out there.
I do got to tell you about the one positive, very positive thing on the ambulances. I helped with a baby delivery,
Oh, that's amazing.
and that,
wow.
you know, like it felt like a cleanse the slate of everything that bad that happened. I was like, I helped with this.
Everything is in balance.
Yeah,
True.
it was.
Yeah.
And then shit happened. So, you know, it got out of balance.
The biggest thing, though, once you start being mindful and cutting those cords, you're also not allowing some of that negative stuff to attach to you. You're setting
To
that
intercept
intention,
all that, yes.
right? Because you're surrounding yourself with that white light.
So,
So one more thing I just want to say about your work, because I know it's very stressful for you, but like John said, think of all the positive things that you've gotten from there. I mean, you met us. That's
I did.
pretty fucking cool.
pretty positive. I learned how to do a lot of shit that I didn't know how to do.
And you have to remember the person that is being negative to you, that's their shit to deal with.
Yep.
So that was a lesson I had to learn. When people would come in the store, I wanted to fix everything, you know, but I can't, because I would take it on and then I would feel bad and I'd be like, fuck, I feel so bad for that person. Or you just send them love and light and you hope that someday maybe they can release some of that is weighing them down.
Well, like I told John, I was like, I don't want to see them fail.
Right.
I don't.
Yeah, I know.
Because he's put his fucking heart and soul into that company for how many, 20 years
Yeah, it's been a
Yeah,
lot.
or more. It's
or more?
1990, yeah. Well,
And then he bought the company. I don't want to see them fail.
Right.
But honestly, I don't want to see anybody get put in the situation I was in, because nobody fucking deserves that.
Right.
So
And you can set the intention for that when you
Well,
leave.
I'm setting it. I'm pre-cogging that shit.
Sure. And that's okay. That's literally all you can do.
Yeah,
Yep.
I can't do anymore.
And you know what? I know I have people in my life that I just, you know, I say that I pray for them. I send them love and light because I can see things weighing them down, and I know how good I feel. And obviously I want that for everybody. But you just can't. And so we call it holding space. Basically, you put them in a little box and you just beam love and light at them. You don't put your opinion in there. You know, you don't give it your energy. You just accept them for who they are, where they are on their journey, and it's like a little prayer to me.
And I can't be a part of it.
Right, and that's okay.
Anymore.
Boundaries are very important. You have to
And
take care of yourself.
and that's the boundary I set, is I
Good for
can't be
you.
a part of that negativity
Right.
anymore.
And I'm sure it was hard for you at first.
Well, how long was I talking about leaving?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
geez,
God.
it's been 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And I used to be,
But
I used to be
how-
selfish, and I used to try to sugarcoat things for Shantae and tell him to get better just for my own selfish purposes. I didn't want to see him go. We had a good connection, you know.
Right?
Well, we still will.
I know
Yeah.
that's what I know.
Right.
I know, but at the time, so I would always sugarcoat. Oh, he'll get better. He'll get better. So I think I have some responsibility in keeping him there. But no, he's doing an honorable thing, following his path.
yes, I'm proud of you.
Nobody thinks less of you.
That's what's going to happen. Whatever is going to happen, right?
Well, and I think people get nervous about setting boundaries because they're like, who am I going to hurt? Who am I going to piss off?
Well,
But you know, when you stick to that boundary because you're like, I'm setting it because I need to protect me, it's very empowering. And it's very freeing because you just let that shit go and you're just, you're,
That's the one
you're
thing
free.
about-
You know, it
exactly.
just feels
Yep.
good. It might hurt and it might piss people off because it will.
it did.
But good God. You
It
know,
did.
if
It
you're
did
not
both
here
of 'em.
to protect yourself and your family. What do
It
you have
hurt
left?
me when I walked in his office and I said, I got to put in my 2 weeks. And I know it pissed him off.
Yeah.
It was both of them.
Right.
But as the day went on, my hurt went away.
Yeah.
You felt
his-
liberated.
Yeah. You could
His
just
anger
feel
did
it.
not.
Right. But what did he expect? I mean, you cannot just treat
We don't
someone
know
like
this.
shit forever. You had to do that, Shante.
Yeah.
You had to. Yep.
So that's why I wanted you to come here, clean the fucking, cleanse the air, clean the house. I'd like Audra to come on one of these days.
Yeah.
And, you know, I don't know how long. How long does this cleanse last?
Well, that's why I showed you guys how to do it because as soon as you start feeling things like,
Well,
you know, maybe you're not sleeping good again. Maybe you guys are just fighting or you're crabby or people are depressed. That's when you do it.
okay. Well, I'd like her to come back next time if she doesn't have something going on.
Sure.
I mean, I'm sure Carrie can do it, but she's going to have another baby here soon. So we're going to have our hands full.
I know, but you guys can both do it.
Baby can be sleeping when we do it.
Right.
Okay.
Just remember, once the house is clean, anything that comes with you, if
It comes, yes.
you bringing it. So, like, I like to have a little meditative experience after work. Erica doesn't know this, but I'll tell you, and listener land, she'll know now. I take the long way home every evening
Good for you, honey.
because it's a way to bring myself down. If there was something stressful at work, I can usually alleviate it by the time I get from there because it's an extra 5 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
And that usually works. Last night it didn't, or the night before. I mean Friday, it was a little stressful.
Yeah, I felt that.
But I got over it. So it doesn't work all the time, you know, people. It's
And
not a
there's-
fix all.
He has a
Christ.
25-minute home, and he still comes home, and it's like,
Well, you can either choose to find a way around the problem, or you can fix yourself with it and just stay there. And that's hard when you get in that thought process.
When I first started, and, you know, shit was not easy going when I first started. I was like, well, you know what? I got 25 minutes to calm my ass down. And as new boss took over, it felt like I have 25 minutes just to sit and think about this.
Yeah.
It didn't go from calming down to, you know, calming down. It'd be like, I have 25 minutes to stew because I'm not doing shit but driving.
Yeah.
And that's toxic.
That is.
Well, what I think it's you don't need validation from anybody. And when you truly accept that, you won't feel offended by anything anybody has to say.
Yeah.
It's your choice to be offended. It really is.
it really is.
And that's why when I said you guys are going to have to feel it and cleanse it, your ego instantly was like, I can't fucking do that. Yes, you can.
Well, yeah.
The hard thing is especially for me is instead of putting the blame on somebody that how I feel, maybe it's me. And I'm not saying it is. Sometimes it isn't. Sometimes you can trace it back to somebody did something to you. A lot of times for me, I've like, oh, that's why that. Oh, God damn it. Maybe my perception of that was all wrong.
Talking to the mic.
Sorry.
Yeah. It's all right.
I lost my train of thought there for a second. I kind
No,
of
it's-
but
Good.
It just depends on the day you go through.
yeah,
Because
it's
a
not
lot
perfect.
of a lot of times when like I said, when I go to work and I'm thinking about work for that 25 minutes, and I try to amp myself up, especially Monday, Tuesday. It's like, it's be a good fucking day. It's be a good fucking week. I got nothing to do but weld. Fucking A. But then, monkey wrench, throwing in the fucking gears. Oh, we got this and this to do, but hey, before you get to that, chick with this, and then we got this and this. Hold up. All right.
That's where it doesn't work, because there was never a place where you two found a place to meet.
Yeah.
That's all. That's as simple as
that's
that.
it.
You know.
And then the simplest thing is, I'm gonna leave.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
It's nothing personal. I mean,
no, in a way.
in a way, it is. I
people
mean,
outgrow
people
each
are.
other,
Everything's
too.
personal. Everybody says, "Oh, it's business, not personal." Ah, bullshit. It's personal to your
Everything's
person.
personal.
You know.
If that person is coming to me in person and
Yeah.
degrading my person, yeah, it's personal.
Right.
So
Yep. So just stick to your boundaries, which you did.
I did.
Yep. So when you wake up, like I said, the best way to grow and get to know yourself and release some of that and those old negative thinking, talk to your 4 bodies.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Everybody out there in podcast land, listen to this shit.
talk to your 4 bodies.
This is a bonus episode for a reason. This
I'm
is
so proud of you.
bonus.
By the way,
got
Shanty.
extreme tonight, guys. You cut that.
Fuck you, man. I want to thank John and Erica once again. You know, Erica, where can we find your services?
44 West Villard, Dickinson, North
Not
Dakota.
those services.
Oh. Well, I don't. Wait, what?
Wait.
She sells rocks.
That's all I have for services.
Well, you gave a street address. I don't know. A lot of people get confused with that.
That's my store, and it's not.
Oh, you
it's
got a
not the
store.
corner either. No.
No,
Okay.
it's not the corner,
Not the corner.
store.
No.
It's a haircut place.
You're one down from the corner.
Yeah. Cat works the corner.
right beside Blue 42.
Yeah, they get so much advertising out of me because I'm like, you know where Blue 42 is? They're like, oh yeah. I'm like,
Right next
Right
door.
next door.
so
All right. What is the name of your store? What is the name of your services? What do you do?
Salt of the Earth LLC. We sell crystals and sage and essential oils, everything natural. We have a sensory deprivation tank, which has 10 inches of water and 700 pounds of Epsom salt. So you get to float and detox and release
How
some
big is that
stress.
tank, though?
It's 8 feet long by 4 feet high. So you,
How many gallons?
I don't know gallons.
Oh, okay. I put you on the spot.
I
It's
don't
only
know gallons.
10 inches deep
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, 10 inches.
by 8 foot by 4 foot.
Yeah. So I figured
Yeah.
it out once.
We
but I
have
don't remember.
mathematicians out there in podcast
Yeah,
land,
some
so
of
they'll
them
figure it
figure
out.
But the whole concept of the sensory deprivation tank was to get you back to your original state when you were in your mom's belly and you were divine and you could block out all of that. So we just want to help people get back to that state where they do feel safe and secure and comforted and knowing that, you know, we are all connected and life is very beautiful.
Always. Life is precious.
So, yes.
I want to thank my wife with the newborn coming in
Yay!
here within a few
So,
weeks.
Thank you. It was fun.
John and Erica,
Good to be back.
Yes, thank you very much.
I want to thank you guys. I'm going to miss you guys.
Oh, we'll come over.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, we'll come over.
Yeah.
We're going to have
do a game
screaming
night.
shitty babies with us.
I'm going to get my own drum set.
Yes, you showed me it.
Fun.
It's very beautiful.
I'm putting it on John's card.
All right. I want to thank everybody tuning in. Happy Hour News Team. Bonus episode. I didn't look at the camera once tonight because I was so involved with what was going on that you just saw this side of my face. But
Well, my camera will be interesting because I had a 4-year-old hanging on me almost half the time.
Yeah,
they won't see it. I'll edit it out.
She's excited.
Yes. I want to thank you guys once again. Salt of the Earth LLC, 44 West Villard.
Yes. Dickinson.
I don't know how the fuck I remember that.
You did. Good job. Oh, I wave at that. Okay.
Yeah, don't wave at me. I'm not a camera.
Oh, that's why I don't like
I
I'm
know.
not really this short, and she's not this tall. I just noticed
Probably
that.
am this tall, though.
All right.
Possibly.
Everybody have a good night. Enjoy this bonus episode.
Thank you.
Bye.
Au revoir.
You know, I didn't realize I was.
It's cold. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to light this sage. Actually, who can do it? Who's got a free hand?
I have a free hand, but I can't smoke.
You're right.
Good answer.
Adorable.
Should have lit it in the house where it was warm, huh?
Right?
Whoops.
Too far? So when
Okay.
the coldness keeps blowing out the fire.
Goodness gracious. Should have a bigger lighter.
We don't have a bigger lighter.
No.
None of us do.
Okay. I might have to relit it once we get inside. So hold that, please. We got our water.
Yep.
Normally we have an abalone shell to represent the water, but we're just using water. So I like to. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Archangel Michael, please hear me now. Please help me do this spatial clearing for this beautiful family. We're going to cleanse out any heavy negative energy, and we're going to bring in some love and light and positive energy for them and their new baby. Okay? Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. So, I'm cold. If this thing would stay lit, my Lanta. Maybe we should just grab that thing and pull this up the table. There, that's helping. Thank you. Sorry, Tinsley.
You can also zip up your coffee.
The reason I want you guys to do this with me is because you guys can do this anytime you feel like the house is, everyone's just a little cranky, or you just feel like it just needs a good cleansing, okay? So I'm going to go by the door and I'll show you how to do this. You can go around your entire yard too, but you probably want to do that when it's warmer. So I like to outline the entire door, cleanse it with the smoke, pretending it's my wand of light, and basically instilling that this is only a space that love and light can come into, and putting that protection around you. And we should do all your doors and windows, but we're going to do it from the inside because... Okay, go. Go, 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 go.
You want me to bring this water?
Grab the water.
Take off the shoes.
So,
Take the
You're good. I wanted to take mine off before. I'm sorry.
okay. So all windows, windows, doors, mirrors, and hallways and stairwells can be considered a portal. So you want to make sure you're cleansing both sides. So you do the outside and then you do the inside. But when we do the windows on the inside, I'm just going to project that I'm doing the outside because
Can't really reach
We're
it.
good.
Seen Demon Knight, Shanty? Just like that.
Yeah.
The key.
I can't get this lit. I'm going to have to just use your palo santo stick.
I don't have a stick.
I put it on the table. It's okay. I don't know what the dealio is here.
Hand out. Honey,
It smells
there
really
you
good,
go.
sweetie.
It's super yummy. Mommy, this is one of Mommy's favorite smells. But they do seem to have a hard time keeping it in stock.
Okay.
What?
Now,
Why? No,
someone show me how to light a
Okay.
torch. I don't know how to do that.
I'm going to put these in the
And
pocket.
click it.
Okay, here.
There you go.
Do it again. Yeah, sometimes they bind them too tight, and then there's no airflow in there once they lit.
Good thing that I have that. Right?
Okay.
Got it?
Yep, we're good. Okay, so if you guys want to go, let's start downstairs. Go downstairs, and I'll cleanse this little doorway here.
Okay.
Then we hold this?
Everybody
Or
just
leave
go
it here?
downstairs.
Step.
You can just leave it. Yep.
Downstairs, please, babe. Hey, darling.
Now let's go, Mom.
When you're ready, you're fine. Oh, I do have a lighter in my pocket.
So we'll do the garage last, just because everybody's down there. So now I want you guys to kind of just feel how the house feels kind of heavy right now. And if you look in the corners, you can feel that heavy energy. When we feel the shift at the end, when it's basically shifted into your possession and this is your place, you will feel all of that get lighter. And a lot of times I can see it, and you'll probably be able to see it. This is pissing me off. Hold on. I'm gonna just grab that stick.
Should let it burn for a while. There.
This smells better anyways. This is supposed to be Palo Santo, but... Alright, so I'm going through a hallway, so I just want to give it, try to get the smoke all the way in the corners. Sometimes when I have to stop somewhere is where I feel that something may have happened. Someone probably fell down these stairs. So then sometimes it'll just trigger me to stop and give that a little bit more attention. Here's the doorway. So now with Tinsley being a little girl, she is way more open to her gifts, and is sensitive to things. So a lot of times she can bring friends home and doesn't even realize it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah? So sometimes you guys might feel that. That might be...
I saw flame.
Yeah.
Daddy,
Sometimes I just like to kind of feel it out first and see. Having the protection around us when I set the intention of calling the angels outside, nothing can attach to us, and everything that we're doing is being transmuted. So if there is any spirits in here that are heavy, they will be transmuted into love and light, or they have to leave your property. Okay? This closet's... Ooh, okay. I'm gonna step back there.
Go sit down. Sit down.
If I speak up on anything too, feel free to say, because you guys are all empathic. You can feel things too. I know you can. There's definitely a little boy who would like to hide under here.
Well, Tinsley does have a pretend friend.
What's his name?
She won't say.
What's your pretend friend's name, honey? You don't know? Oh, shucks.
Aw. Does he play under here sometimes?
Where does he like to play?
Try not to tear down a gun and shoot myself here.
There's no guns in there.
Oh, just a bunch of gun cases.
Yeah.
Where'd you
Where
go?
do they like to play?
Does your friend play under there sometimes?
No,
No.
he never does that because it's very dangerous.
Okay. Okay. Maybe he's just hiding because he's scared today. Is he here today, right now?
Yeah, he's hiding because he doesn't like new people.
Okay.
People. No.
Well, you can, if you see him, you can let him know that it's safe to come out. Okay. Okay. All right. So, can't really see the smoke, but I know it's working. These cars have a lot of old energy. Do you ever feel that? You can just put your hand up to it.
Those are
It's
my
nothing
dad's.
negative. Nothing negative. Just like a lot of,
I can hear it.
that's a car outside, honey.
Yeah, I can hear it. The
You're
car.
so cute. So, I feel like your dad comes and just stands here and looks at this sometimes. Yep. So if you guys ever feel that, do you ever feel that?
I believe that.
Yeah. I goosebumps
can't.
like
Alright,
crazy
you're
right now.
goosebumps
So,
yourself.
yeah, it reminds him of you, Shanty. So he comes to visit quite often.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Do you ever feel Grandpa here sometimes?
He's not here anymore.
I know, but do you ever feel like his spirit here sometimes? You can talk to him.
He's in my eye.
He's in your eye. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So. Another window. So I always like to outline them and just get that smoke everywhere there. Where does this picture come from?
A friend of mine.
I've seen that in places. It's quite popular, I believe.
I like it.
Gives me vertigo when I get close to it. You know?
I think it's labeled lunch break.
Yep.
Well, there's definitely an old lady that lived here for a while too. Who owned this house before? Do you know?
Not old people.
Um,
Todd and Whitney.
Todd and
Todd,
Whitney and Carmen. But then before them, I knew it was a Brown, Fred Brown and his family. And I don't know who, if anyone was previous to them.
Okay, I was just curious. And spirits come and go in houses. They don't have to necessarily live there. This land is from, as old as it is.
Exactly.
So a lot of times you'll just pick up stuff from the land that had never got transmuted. Oh, by the way, I'm opening all your closets. That's okay.
Fine with me.
Alright, so when I was here getting my massage, this is what I felt. Carrie, come here once. Do you feel anything right there?
There's a heaviness over here.
Super heavy. So, can't even. Okay, how does that feel now? That's a
Lighter.
Okay. Yep. Okay, good. Much better. So when you were doing my massage, I was like, dude, something in that closet. I could just feel it. I don't know. Can't always
I
explain
don't
it.
go in that closet much.
I still pick up an old lady. Sewing machine. I was gonna say she used to sew in here. Okay.
My sewing machine.
I know. She probably didn't use your sewing machine.
No.
This thing looks fun. Yeah, this one actually feels better than I thought it would.
Mommy.
When you get a chance, I would really recommend placing 4 quartz points around your property because there's a lot of heavy energy that just comes right through this window.
That's our dog.
Yeah.
He wants to come through.
Huh?
That's Chewy.
No.
No.
It's from that house.
The one across from us, the green one?
Yes.
Oh.
Who lives there? You know your neighbors.
There's a pharmacist who lives there, but he works in Dickinson. But I'm just trying to remember who used to live there.
Did the people before smoke in here?
Nope.
Not that I know of. No, I don't think they smoked.
That's where Sean sits.
No, I feel that window now.
Yeah, the
It's
one
right here.
around here.
Yeah, his space doesn't want to be cleansed.
It has to be, yeah. That's understandable. Yeah.
The other day when I was at the diner, this guy came in and you could just feel he was just an asshole. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna, project a little bit of light over to him. I saw it bounce off his fucking head. I was like, okay, never mind, sorry. No.
Yeah,
Hey, Carrie.
yes,
She asked for a box of colors down. Is it okay?
yes,
Okay.
that's fine.
I'll just pass on the word. I don't want to
Does Sean smoke?
get in trouble.
No, he quit.
Somebody's got some long shit going on.
Oh, that's Sean too. He's been smoking since he was like 13.
Okay. Cause like,
He's quit that long now. What, 5 years now?
Oh, wow.
where's that selenite?
Do you need any?
No, I'm good. I just need to cut his cord off of me so I can focus. As much as he deflects, do not tell him I'm saying this, but as much as he deflects from all of this, not believing in it, deep in his soul knows the truth. And so sometimes that is trying to come out as much as he wants to deflect, because when we do decide that, hey, I am going to be open-minded about this, the world is huge. You can't even grasp it. Even if you believe in science, matter can't be created nor destroyed. So we all came from the beginning, and we're all going to continue forever. So we are all connected. As much as you want to sever that and not feel emotions and not connect with people, deep in there, you're still connected. So when we decide to come on this planet, we decide which lessons that we're going to work on. So, either you can decide when you're here, yeah, I definitely do want to work on that. I do want to grow. I do want to raise my frequency. I want to teach other people. But, sometimes that's not what you want to do, and that's okay too. But I am very grateful that I get to do this, because it's really cool. So honey, when you walked down here, how did it feel?
When I came down here?
Just now after your bathroom break.
Oh, relief.
After you, because you went to the bathroom?
In more ways than one, though.
Okay, so Carrie,
It's a familiar feeling. I feel it the same way when you do this stuff in our house.
okay.
Just
So,
a nice.
since you live here, how does it feel when you just look that way in your house right now?
Well, it feels much lighter down here, even just standing here.
Yeah.
Everything feels much lighter.
Okay. But I feel like that window, it's almost like someone doubled the size of it, because it just feels brighter too. Do you get that a little?